Absolute disaster has struck. Welcome to my nightmare. It's not good. No experience, no knowledge, no close-ups. We did damage quite a lot of stuff. Yes! Oh, okay. That has, honest to God, taken years off my life. I'm actually just so in shock that we're actually here right now. Like, this process has been the most challenging. I've made a mathematical error. Terrifying. Soul-crushing. It's been a long time since we last spoke. And soul-fulfilling process that I have ever undergone in my whole entire life. But we have actually DIY'd our way to a functioning bathroom. I had been posting weekly videos of the renovation process, so if you've seen any of those, you will have seen us fully demolish the bathroom and then do plastering, so replastering all the damp patches that we found. But in this video, we are doing everything. I mean, every single thing. You're gonna see the whole terrifying, amazing process. At the end, I'm gonna share the final cost of what it cost us to make this whole entire bathroom dream a reality, because it's an astoundingly low figure. All right, that is enough of me jabbering on. Let's actually get into it. Rewind to like 3 months ago. So quite a lot has been done in the past few weeks. We have painted all the walls this nice, it's like, it looks white on camera probably, but it's like ever so slightly yellow, like lemon yellow. We have a toilet. Oh my God, we have a toilet. Well, you knew that from the last video anyway, but here it is.
Wow.
Bath also in place. We did damage quite a lot of stuff while like putting all of this stuff in. The plaster that I spent so long like perfecting and smoothing, she's been damaged. And then the last thing that we've done is this radiator. We've installed a radiator in here. That was not without its trials and curveballs.
Yeah.
Ewan? Yeah? Do you think this is okay? How much water is supposed to come out of these pipes? This is our housemate Ewan, by the way, and he gets so much credit and love and adoration from me for helping me through this whole entire process. Why does it not look level though? Is it because the room isn't level?
Maybe.
So when I say this radiator leaked for 24 hours, I'm saying this radiator leaked for 24 hours. In the end, me and Ewan had connected and disconnected it 5 times. 5 times of having it flood out all the bottom and having to empty it and having to add more PTFE tape and more PTFE tape, and it just wouldn't stop leaking again. Oh my God! That has, honest to God, taken years off my life. But we have a radiator. Ooh, not worth it. Oh my God. Okay, I just brought the sink into the room because I went to get like all the bath taps and connectors and stuff, and then the sink tap was sitting right next to it, and so I was like, okay, you can come too. How cute is this all gonna look? I'm gonna think that. So we got our sink tap and the bath tap, which is like a mixer with the shower head, so that we don't need to ingress shower pipes into the wall. We got these off Facebook Marketplace, and they came together as a set. We don't actually know that they work at all. Like, they feel quite loose. Like, they legit might not work, but they were so fucking cheap, so that's why they're now in our house. And I'm just like starting to look at dry fitting all of these plumbing connections. So I have these instructions for how to set like all this waste kit up. So I'm gonna try that. Listen, okay, I do not want to be dramatic, but this is almost beating me. How are you supposed to know the difference between a nylon washer, an O-ring, a conical rubber seal, and an O-ring ×2, and a thin grey washer? Like, how? Oh, okay. I need to keep going. I can do this. Kirsty, you did the radiator. You can do a frigging waste pipe. Okay. Oh my God, stop. I'm just taking a quick break to Google what angle the waste pipe is supposed to meet into like the main waste drain off, because I think I know what it's supposed to look like, but it's always best to just get like an expert online to tell you what you're supposed to be doing. I also need to hang out some washing because laundry does not wait for your house projects. So we've just drilled the holes in the bath for the taps to go in. My hair looks crazy, please do excuse me. Woo! Woo! Oh yeah! Yes. Oh! Yes. That is perfect!
I guess.
Father!
Ta-da!
Taps!
Very, very cool.
So basically there's a gouge. Where's the gouge? There's a gouge in this tap, and we need to cut a bunch off, and basically there's a very specific margin in which we'll cut it and it'll fit, or we'll cut it and the taps will be unusable and they'll have to go in the bin. So we're a bit stressed, but it's going to be fine. So can we just have a moment of appreciation for my dear father here, where everyone else would have told me, like, stop being such a fanny and just purchase new taps. My dad is just like right here with me, just jumping on the bandwagon of like, do you know what, we can figure it out. Oh god, is that right? Is that right? I think that looks right. Does that look okay? Oh my god, I'm so nervous. When you don't have a metal file. It's called improvisation. Good morning, everyone. Hello. Right, absolute disaster has struck. I've put the first row of tiles on because apparently because we have like a gap around the whole bath, it's best to put the first layer on, let them harden, and then it's like a solid surface to continue tiling on top of. Basically, I've made a mathematical error and it's pretty substantial, and it means that we are 40 centimeters short on the blue tile wall. I've spent all morning researching to find a tile that's, because we got these tiles off Facebook Marketplace, it's very difficult to find the exact tile online, and basically I can't. So we're getting the most similar tile we can find. And the cost is like not great, it's like £40 for how much we need. But then the delivery is £20, and it's like 7-day delivery, it's not even fast delivery, it's £20. So I'm a little bit annoyed, but we've bought them, they're purchased, they're on their way. You just have to shut up and get on with it, and yeah, just absorb your mistakes. So I'm not going to be tiling the blue wall today, but we will be finishing the cream walls. It's going to be quite transformative in here, I think, when it's like all the brown is starting to disappear. Excited. Okay, let's go. It is getting really cold all of a sudden. I've just had another hosepipe shower, and I'm hoping that that's going to be the penultimate hosepipe shower, because I just spoke to the tile people and they're delivering the tiles today between 1:30 and 3:30, which is not ideal because I did request an early morning delivery because they're very late, but luckily they've refunded our delivery charge, so I guess we'll take it. Oh, cat. Liz, what's that cat called again? Eugene. Hi, Eugene. It's such ridiculous overkill that they sent this by like a pallet delivery, but for whatever reason, that's like the only thing that Victoria Plumbing offered. So now we have a free pallet. Oh, they look nice. So these are the crazy expensive ones that I got from Facebook Marketplace for like next to nothing. And then these are the cheap ones that we've been able to get surplus of from Victorian Plumbing. That is not bad at all. Okay, hello. I have spent the afternoon cutting tiles into halves and quarters and all the different like things that we need. I also have installed us a new light fixture in here. It is real bright. Oh my goodness. So I just need to go and mix up some tile adhesive and then we can get started. Everyone, how are we all? The weather has officially turned. We are fully into autumn now and it is freezing. I say it's freezing. It's like, what temperature is it? It's 30. Perfect. Nailed it. Here we go. Now more than ever, we need to get a flipping bathroom in our house, because if I have to wash my hair under the hose pipe in the garden one more time, I was getting very confident ordering plumbing parts because I'd ordered quite a few different parts from Screwfix. They'd all been perfect, 10 out of 10, it's all working. And then obviously that all had to come crashing down and I ordered a wrong part, so now I need to go to Screwfix to pick up the right part so that we can, yeah, whatever, it's really not that interesting. What I really want to talk to you guys about is cars. I'm driving a car right now, which, if you don't know me, then that probably is just like, look at you, a human adult, a 26-year-old driving a car, groundbreaking news. But really, it actually is, because I've only driven our camper van for 2 years, and my dad has gone to Florida for 2 weeks, and it was cheaper for him to put me on the insurance for his car for 2 weeks than to pay for like airport parking. So here I am with a car for 2 weeks, and I swear to God, it's just like, it's go-karting! I'm going go-karting! Oh my gosh, okay, I am so hoping that these are right. Yes. Yes, it is right. Excellent. Like a glove. Oh, that's so exciting. Wow. So before I start actually screwing things into the wall and like fixing the vanity unit in, I'm just doing one last check just to make sure that everything I've done up until this point works and it fits. This is what I think people would call the dry fit. Don't quote me on that. But it's all going well. I actually find this part of plumbing like really enjoyable. You know, like, because the water's turned off and nothing can go wrong. It's nice. Have you ever seen a bigger wall plug? Look at this side, that's such a gargantuan wall plug. It was such an intense experience drilling these holes for them. Surely they're very oversized. The sink's definitely going nowhere. I'm gonna be honest, extension cables were not something that I used to give a lot of thought to on like a day-to-day basis. That has all changed when we bought this house, which was wired literally in the 50s. This whole room, this is the only plug. This whole room, this is the only plug. This whole room, this is the only... You get the idea, we don't have a whole lot of plugs. So I was in the market for some new extension leads and I didn't realize like how much the extension lead market has really stepped up a level until I saw this bad boy. This is an iBlock Cube extension lead. More specifically, it's the T18 series of their extension leads. And oh my goodness, it is just the best extension lead ever. It's got all the safety features that you would need in an extension lead. And it actually looks so much nicer than like your bog standard extension lead. And it's got all these different socket types so that you can be charging your devices as efficiently as possible. The fast charging port charges up to like 4 times faster, which is fucking so ideal for someone like me who is always late and always forgetting that she hasn't charged her phone. So we currently have ours running in our home office, and it lets both me and my partner run everything that we need to in a day off of this one extension lead. It is absolutely fantastic. So use the link in my description to get yourself one of these T18 iBlock Cubes today, because they're really good and I think you'll really like it. If you need an extension lead, why would you not get one that's really, really good? And a little discount down there for you as well. Shh, don't tell anyone, it's a secret. Okay, I will stop talking about extension leads and let you get back to the video. Enjoy. Thank you for talking. Bye. Home from work. Raging because I had to work late, but we moved. And we're grouting. I actually bought this grout float. It was one of the first tools I ever bought for the house renovation. Weirdly, I thought we would be on tiling a lot sooner than we ended up being. She's an optimist on the reno. Perfect. This is gonna look great. Yeah. Because. Okay, super quick before we finish grouting, I wanted to show you. Sorry, I'm speaking slowly. So, oh my god, is that? I'm speaking quietly because our roommate is still asleep. Watch this. It's crazy. The grout lines look fucking bananas, and then you're like, how on earth is this ever gonna get resolved? It's never gonna get resolved. Fucking wet sponge. The wet sponge literally acts like a rubber on the grout. It is unbelievably satisfying. I think this was one of my favorite moments of the whole process because just the tile was suddenly looking so beautiful and it like lines were all getting so neat and like, oh, it's so professional. Ooh, yes! Loved cleaning grout. I got the grouting finished yesterday. I think it looks really good. These tiles, for every part beautiful they are an equal part absolutely impossibly difficult. And for whatever reason, yeah, first ever tiling experience, go for the most difficult type of tile. Yeah, why not? We are officially at the point where the finish line is actually in sight for the first time. So I need to get all the ceiling and things done today. And then there's just literally a few little bits that need tied up, and then this room is gonna be usable. I'm so excited. We're almost into October, so it's really, don't look at all the pretty things. Ignore those. They're gonna be a secret for the grand reveal. Hide. So because we've never tiled before and tiling is actually very difficult, we have this classic conundrum that I think a lot of people end up with, especially if your house doesn't have straight walls. So, you know, we were just always doomed to fail from the start. But apparently, this is the stuff that you want. This is called backer rod. Apparently this, in conjunction with sealant, will fix this issue. So, I have a lot of faith in it. Welcome to my hot mess. It's probably fine. It's probably all gonna be fine. I'm just gonna keep going. See you guys in a bit. It's not good. It's not good. I've just had an absolute disaster. Basically, I pulled out all the backer rod because I hadn't done it correctly for whatever reason. It was making everything uneven and I could see bits of backer rod through the sealant and that meant it wasn't sealed properly and I was like, oh my god. So I was ripped out and I was like, right, try again, we're just going to do it with sealant. We're at this stage and I've just run out of sealant. I'm going to Screwfix. BRB. Okay, side note, but never has a road name made me want to vomit so much. Oh no, there's a car there now. Excellent. Oh, there it is. Disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, I'm already excited to have to pull all that out and redo it in a year or however often it is that you need to do sealant because it is not perfect. But you know what? It's done. So that's something. I feel like the rest of the sealant is probably going to take me as long as it's taking me to do that one section. So please don't ever point it out if you come around to my house. This has just been an absolute trooper and finished work and come and done all the sealing to the actual bath. Look at what we've done with.
Pretty amazing.
It's pretty fucking amazing. Like, look, a shower. Wow. And
Don't look at it too closely.
yeah, from a distance and on camera, it actually looks great. No experience and no knowledge and...
Yeah, no close-ups.
No close-ups. No experience, no knowledge, no close-ups. Good morning. So, after all that excitement yesterday, the cold water tap is going to be totally fine. That pipe all lines up, but the hot water actually is like 1 centimeter to the left of the old pipe, of the old fitting. So just as well, flexi hoses exist. So I went to Screwfix and I got a few different types of flex hoses just to give myself some options. So I'm gonna try and do some troubleshooting here. It's been a long time since we last spoke. It's 3 o'clock. Oh, the torch is on. I've spent all day fixing the taps and getting them to a point where they're not leaking because it's been tricky. It's been tricky. We've got some hell of stuff going on in the bath. There's lots of problem solving. I've just got them to stop leaking. Turned them on to test them. And the fucking taps don't work. The taps the taps don't work. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I've spent all day working on this. The taps don't fucking work. The only promising thing I've found is, listen what happens when I do this. That sounds like maybe I can take these apart somehow and just nip something up. Leave it with me. Yes! Yes! Ah! It has taken 2 days of YouTube tutorials and waiting for parts to arrive. I would like to introduce you to our taps. This was such a big moment. We'd been getting by on freezing hosepipe showers for like months at this point, and then suddenly to have the prospect of a hot shower in the privacy of your own home, like that was a big moment. Welcome to my nightmare. Because I've had to replace the tap tails because one of them was leaking, the longest ones that I could get from Screwfix are actually like, I think it's about 4 centimeters shorter than the old ones. So they now don't reach all the lovely connective work that I've done thus far for the old tap tails that I didn't know were leaking. So everything's fine, but I just need to take all this pipework off and essentially start from scratch.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I've just put everything back together in here with the new bits of pipe, and for the first time ever, I have put together a pressurized system that doesn't leak. The first time. I usually have to go and tighten it every single connection up about 4 million times, but this time it actually doesn't leak at all. First time. But what is still leaking is the waste and the tap. So we put a new tap valve in the tap, but it's still leaking with the new tap valve in. I think I know how to fix it, but I don't know. Unbelievably annoyingly, the problem is actually the cartridge itself. It's leaking out of like that gap. Didn't see that one coming. This is the new cartridge that we put in, but I have ordered a slightly more, because this was like the cheapest one I could find on Amazon. So I've ordered a slightly more expensive one, 10 whole pounds. So hopefully that'll arrive tomorrow, and then we'll see if we can get this bathroom finished once and for all. I've been feeling so incredibly deflated by this bathroom recently because it's just been problem after problem. Yes! That's so exciting! Okay, amazing. Right. I think we're almost done. Would you like to cast your mind back to what the bathroom looked like before? Are you ready to see it now? Months and months of grueling hard work, so much problem solving, so much using our big fat brains, but honestly I am so proud of how it's turned out. It's amazing, if I do say so myself. And I think for some people a bathroom might just be like a room that you poop in and you don't think of it as anything more than that, but for me and Lewis, a bathroom is our sanctuary for relaxing and decompressing after a long day, hanging out with the dogs, and just appreciating the little easinesses of living in a house after living in a van for so long. So I'm just so in love with this bathroom, and we did the whole thing in an environmentally and a budget conscious manner by just using as many second-hand parts as we possibly could. So, the cost. The entire bathroom renovation, so I'm talking about tools, materials, even that £80 that we paid a plumber at the start of the process because we thought plumbing was way out of our league. Absolutely everything altogether was £1,037.05. I am so immensely proud of that. Like, when you look at the estimations of a new bathroom, that's out of our budget, that's out of our price range. We would have been stuck with that bathroom for ages. But look at us now. A little bit of hard work, a little bit of learning and stress, a few years lost off the life, but listen, worth it. Look at that room. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have, please do leave it a like because it really helps the channel out. It helps other people find this video. If you would like to come back, I'm gonna be posting the full bedroom renovation next week. I think it's pretty great also. God, I'm so full of myself. Okay, love you, bye.